Section 1, Introduction, Setting the Stage for Speaking Success. The IELTS speaking test, particularly Part 2, often feels like the most daunting part of the exam. You are handed a topic card, given just 1 minute to prepare, and then expected to speak for up to 2 minutes on the subject. The difference between a good score and a great score can seem mysterious, but it often comes down to a collection of small, identifiable skills. Today, we will demystify this process by comparing two distinct performances: Band 6 speaker and Band 8 speaker side by side with the IELTS Part 2 task card between them. The task is simple yet offers ample room for expression. Describe a memorable trip you have taken, where you went, who you went with, what you did, and explain why it was so memorable. By placing a Band 6 response side by side with a Band 8, we can clearly see what separates effective communication from fluent, sophisticated language use. This analysis will break down these two hypothetical performances and explain why they receive their respective scores. We will journey through the key assessment criteria: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation. For each criterion, we will highlight the specific features that an examiner listens for. A Band 6 speaker communicates their message, but with noticeable limitations and errors. A Band 8 speaker, in contrast, handles the language with much more flexibility, precision, and ease. Understanding these differences is the first crucial step toward elevating your own speaking skills from competent to commanding. The goal here is not merely a theoretical exercise, but a practical roadmap for improvement. Many students find themselves stuck at a Band 6 or 6.5, feeling that a Band 8 is an unattainable leap. However, the truth is that this leap is made through a series of small, deliberate steps. We will analyze language choices. We will analyze sentence structures. We will analyze delivery. This comparison will serve as a diagnostic tool to identify Band 6 traits and show achievable Band 8 targets. Section 2, the Band 6 performance, a foundation with flaws. A Band 6 speaker's speech pattern often shows frequent pauses and self-corrections. Our Band 6 speaker begins their response with a clear intention to answer the prompt. They might start by saying, "I want to talk about a trip. I went to the beach last year. It was a very memorable trip for me." This opening is direct and relevant, but it immediately showcases a reliance on simple sentence structures and basic vocabulary. As they continue, their speech is marked by noticeable hesitation. There are frequent pauses, not for dramatic effect, but to search for words or formulate the next idea.
We did many things. We swim in the sea, and we eat good food.
These hesitations and self-corrections disrupt the flow, hurting fluency and coherence. In stark contrast, our Band 8 speaker begins their response with confidence and fluency. They might start with a more engaging opening, such as, "Of all the journeys I've taken, the one that stands out the most is undoubtedly my solo trip to the Highlands of Scotland a couple of years ago." This immediately showcases a wider range of vocabulary. Journeys stands out undoubtedly a more complex grammatical structure. Their speech flows smoothly with only occasional, natural-sounding hesitation to gather their thoughts, rather than to search for basic language. They use a variety of cohesive devices to link their ideas seamlessly. For example, "Initially, I was a bit apprehensive about traveling alone, but that feeling quickly gave way to a sense of liberation." This demonstrates strong fluency and coherence. When it comes to lexical resource, the Band 8 speaker truly shines. Using vivid and specific vocabulary helps to paint a memorable picture for the examiner. "I was completely captivated by the rugged landscapes and the breathtaking panoramic views from the mountaintops." They can discuss their feelings with more nuance, using words like invigorating, serene, awe-inspiring. They can also use idioms naturally, soaked up the atmosphere. The trip was a real eye-opener. Grammatically, the Band 8 speaker displays a wide range of structures with a high degree of accuracy. What I found most memorable was not just the stunning scenery, but also the incredible kindness of the local people I encountered, who were always willing to share a story or offer directions. While a minor, infrequent error might occur, overall control is consistent. Pronunciation is clear, natural, and easy to understand throughout the full 2 minutes. Fluency and coherence. Band 6 pauses to search for words and repeats simple connectors. Band 8 links ideas with discourse markers into a well-structured narrative. Vocabulary. Band 6 uses everyday words. Band 8 elevates precision with collocations and idioms used naturally. Grammar. Band 6 relies on simpler forms and makes frequent errors. Band 8 shows mastery across structures with high accuracy. Pronunciation. Band 6 is intelligible but uneven. Band 8 uses stress, intonation, and rhythm for effortless listening. Achieving a Band 8 is not about learning a secret trick. It's about making conscious, targeted improvements in each of the 4 scoring areas. For fluency and coherence, practice full 2-minute responses on many topics. Don't stop. Build stamina and reduce language-related hesitation. Expand linking beyond and but, so. Try phrases like, moving on to the topic of. Another point to consider is, as a consequence. For lexical resource, learn words in context. Collect collocations like breathtaking view or breathtaking scenery, and synonyms like stunning and spectacular. Upgrade your own sentences. Brainstorm richer alternatives and keep a topic-specific vocabulary notebook for travel, technology, and the environment. For grammar, record and transcribe. Add subordinate clauses with which, who, that, and practice conditionals with if and unless. Try. If the weather hadn't been so bad, we would have gone hiking. Target 1 or 2 error types at a time, verb tenses and articles, and check for them consciously. For pronunciation, train your ear with podcasts, news, and films. Shadow short clips, then record and compare your waveform and rhythm to the original. Small adjustments to stress and sentence rhythm can markedly improve clarity and naturalness, pushing you toward Band 8. If this comparison helped you understand Band 6 versus Band 8, subscribe for more IELTS speaking breakdowns and strategies. Comment below with your latest Part 2 topic and where you struggle. We'll help you level up.